Hello, hello. Test, test. Okay, we are good. Hello and good afternoon, or evening, or morning, wherever you might be. Ghost is here. Ish. Am I a ghost? Half creature? Who knows? I don't know. All I know is that I was dead, but now I'm alive. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today we will be working on my next track. The track that just played was my most recent track. Finished it. That one was 13 out of 52 for the year. And now we're going to be working on 14 out of 52. So let me just make sure that everything is good. Okay, so I have some notes here. So I kind of worked on right now. What I'm going to be working on is I need to work on the chords are already done. Melody I was having a hard time with. So I probably will save that for a little bit later. I'm going to be working on drums, maybe a bit of arps, some pads, and the bass. I think right now, though, I'm going to be working on the drums. So let's hear what we have so far. We're going to go ahead and not worry about the melody for now because I was having a hard time with that. A little bit of percussion coming in here. Right, okay, so and it goes into the second portion, right? So I'm going to play my reference track, making sure that my audio is muted for that. Okay, good. Let's take a listen. This reference track is so good. I almost want to change the chords a bit. Okay, I got it. So we're actually going to change this. We're gonna throw on a serum patch and let's arm this so I know what I'm hearing. Rename this to serum. Okay, cool. So let's go with, there was a specific lead that I was looking for. Maybe it was, no. Where is it? It's one of these. Oh, no, it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Sorry, one moment. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. My cat was coughing up a hairball. how to adjust that. I need to make sure that I brush her later. Okay, so so we go into here, right, which is the 8-bit. This one is, speaking of cat, oops, I'm repeating. Boom, boom. Okay, yeah, and then chords change, right? I want to add something here. Let's do a little bit of, so, hold on. I want to make sure this one is chords 1. And then I do want to make a slight variation right here of chords 2. Just a slight variation. Maybe let's turn off scale here. And then we'll do maybe something like this. Actually, I think I'd prefer it if I just kind of did something like that. That didn't sound right. Let's see, hold on. Let's go here. Maybe it's this bass note right here. This root. Okay. I think I wish I knew notes by heart. Dun dun. Okay, so I think that's not too bad. It's not exactly the sound that I'm looking for, but hi, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Maybe it's a space note right there. How you doing, Joe? Jail 2D. That's not bad, I think. Maybe add a bass note right here. I don't like this right here. You can really hear that. You can't really hear it here, I think, which is the reason why. Yeah. You can really hear that flaw right here. Yeah, okay. So what if I added this one right here? Hi, Capture Light. Sorry, I didn't see your message earlier. I don't know how that. I don't really like how that sounds. Whoops. Yeah, feel free to lurk. Feel free to watch. Watch me struggle. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Well, no. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that one's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that I like that a lot better. I think it flows a little bit nicer. Okay, so what was I? Okay, drums, right? So I think after I think I might want to add or change this up right here. Yeah, okay, so once the main beat comes in, we're just going to go ahead and duplicate this over. No, actually, I think I like the threes better. There we go. Okay. Gonna listen to my reference track again real quick. Okay, yeah. Let's do the kick next. So yeah, definitely I do think whatever skill anyone's trying to learn, we've all been there, and especially as beginners. I'm definitely a beginner. But it's fun. It's fun. I really enjoy this new hobby that I found. Let's throw in a drum rack. Right, and then what kind of kick do I want to use? I think I wanted to use something short. Maybe this one. Let's look a little bit more into drums. What other kicks do I have? Hold on. That's not too bad. That one's short. That one's not too bad. I think I like that one. I'll throw that one in there. Listen to my reference track again. Okay. I think I might actually use this one. We'll throw that in there and see how I like it. I should be adding these to favorites. Whoops. Okay. Which one was that one? I think it was this one. Yeah. So we're gonna add that one to favorites. Let's see. That one's nice and sub bassy, but it's a little long. Ooh. Oops, nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Can we turn that one back? Yep, we can. Okay, there we go. That's way too long. Let's try. I kind of like that one. That one's not bad. That one's got a little substance to it. I like it. That one's probably just not what I'm looking for. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with this one. So okay, we're gonna move that one there. Let's make sure it's just the volume, just so that we get some healthy volume faders. Just at a good level. I think -20 is not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so next we have our kick. I do want to grab a snare. I don't have any of my snares saved anymore from my favorites because this is a new PC. That's a little, oh, I do like it though. Save that one for later. Hold on, let me listen to my reference track. It's a pretty simple snare. That one's nice. That one's pretty good too. Yeah, I have a reference track that's muted currently, but it's a song from Snail's House, which is one of my heroes in terms of Kawaii feature bass. Yep, Ujiko. This one sounds more like a rim shot than a snare, but I'm gonna throw it in favorites. Ooh. Nope. Don't want to replace my kick. This one's got a little bit of ear candy. Let's try one of these one through here. I gotta use something else. That was I used that one way too much. Let's turn down Ableton. These is kind of a little loud. Oh, these are all really nice. Just gonna add all of these to favorites. And then oh, this one. Nice and simple. That's kind of the one I'm looking for. We'll add these ones, though, to favorites. Okay. I do want to use 2. Let's adjust volume first, so that way I won't forget. Let's turn this down to 20. That's a good level. Nice and green. I like it. Okay. Next. Yeah, let's use this one too. Okay, so I kind of want to also incorporate a rim shot. So let's I think between either one of these. I could do both. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add them, and then I could always change my mind later. My cats are going crazy right now. Okay, let's see. So let's see. What's my reference track? There's so many. Okay, there's a clap. It sounds like a cowbell. Oof. Okay, let's start slow, right? Let's go with the kick and wait, hold on. Make sure these, yeah, that's kind of loud. Turn this down. Turn it down a little more. That's a good level. Let's go with 20 because I like even numbers. No, we'll go back down to 21. That's pretty loud, yeah. Okay, yeah. Actually, we'll go back down to 21. There we go. Okay, so let's make sure. Yep, I definitely got to change that. That's a good level. Okay, and then this kick, I felt like was nice and quick. Got it. Let's save. Okay, then we'll throw this on loop. And so normally I do drums a little bit later, and I usually work on the melody, but I'm so frustrated with working with the melody right now. I just can't think of anything good. Let's throw it in anyway, what I have, just so that I can get some sort of a reference. But it's definitely gonna get changed. Wait, can't even hear it. Hold on. Oh, that's why. Solo this. Let's go with this one. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, so just so that I have a bit of a reference, but I'm definitely think I'm gonna change it. Solo off. I feel like my chords are too loud. Let's turn that down just a little bit. So I'm gonna go into Serum. How's the volume in general anyway for these chords? That's a little loud. Yeah, let's turn that down just a smidget. A little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right. Throw my loop on, and then let's work on some drums. I think we'll go Let's go. Which snare? I think actually the clap might overpower it. Well, let's see. Let's keep the clap in there. Let's keep the clap in there and see what happens. Got to zoom in. Nope. Yes. Let's go with 8s for now. Nope. I guess I could layer it with the clap. I actually want to do... There we go. Yeah, I like that. No, that's too close. Right there. Close. Hold on. Whoops. Right here. I think it might be a little off. Nope. Okay, that's good. Let's duplicate that over. Oh, I do want to do something a little different actually. So from here, let's start from here. And we'll do that. Take that out. Move it. That wasn't what I was aiming for, but I do like that a little bit better. Let's see. No, I think we'll move this over. Maybe. Wait. No, I don't really like that. Let's go from here. Okay, nope. Yeah, okay. I like that. Okay, let's listen to it. Nice. I like it. Cool. So, I do want to see what it sounds like with different snares though. So, let's try it out. You can't really hear this one. Let's turn it up a bit. Actually, maybe I just turn my volume up. No, you can't really hear it over the clap. Just adjust my chair real quick. Okay. Gotta protect my posture. Safety first. All right, let's see. Which one was it? Snare 3, which is this one. Yeah, that one's a little low, but I don't want... Let's see. Let's turn the clap off first. It's just low. Yeah, the snare itself is really low. Or it sounds low. May want to just replace it, honestly. Nice and simple, but... Turn my volume back down, that was kind of loud. Nope, I can't use it again. You used it too many times. It's such a good snare, though. This is such a good snare. Oh, snap. That's not bad, actually. All right, I gotta take a note. I'll throw that in later. What's that called? Snapkin. Yeah, that one's nice. Let's try this one. Of course, make sure we adjust the volume. A little bit more. That should be good. Yep, they're different. Okay. And let's see, which ones do I want? Actually, I think I want the first one. Or maybe... Okay, I think we moved this one up. Yeah, I like it. Okay, sweet. Save. Then we're gonna go ahead and just duplicate this. This one is, what is this? Let's rename this to clap. This will be our snare. We'll have 2 snares. Okay, so delete that, and then personally I like to put my kicks, my snares, and all that other stuff on different tracks. I like to throw it on a drum rack and then do MIDI instead of like messing around with audio. That's just preference. Maybe the melody is growing on me. I might make a little bit more changes though. We'll see. Okay, so let's do... Hold on. Let's go back to my reference track. Man, this is so good. Oh, that's so crazy. Okay. There's so much that goes on in Kawaii Future Bass. There's just, the song is so full. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to go next. Let's do the basics, right? Okay, so let's go with bass next. Let's not get off track. So for bass, let's just ungroup these. I need to redo my templates. Whoops, nope. Ungroup, please. There we go. So this one's gonna be sub. This one's gonna be... you know what? Yeah, let's do that. So I did want to separate them. Try something different. Normally I do separate, like I'll have 2 basses and then I'll do 1 sub, 1 like normal, like a crunchy bass or something like that. But my last track, I didn't separate them. And though it was easier to mix, you could definitely feel the difference. I mean, you could definitely still feel the sub, but I mean, it's different. Okay, so my cat's climbing on my chair. So if you hear her, just think about it as like a little bonus. So let's see. Let's go into... What can I use? What should I use? Let's try Vital. Let's look into Vital. I've been using Serum a lot. First, I'm going to drink some water. One moment. Make sure y'all stay hydrated. Okay, so Vital, right? Let's throw in some notes. Or hold on, let's pick one first. Arm my track. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get it like a good sub. It's not that. Hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of bots lately. Ooh, this one's... Hold on, let me turn my octave up. So I'm just using presets right now. That one's not bad. We'll come back to it. Maybe we'll use that one. Let's see. Let's instead of using Vital, let's use Serum. There's a specific preset that I really enjoy for bass, for sub specifically. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this one, of course, with an octave lower. Several octaves lower, probably. Okay, so we're gonna go with that one, and then let's grab our chords. We're just gonna grab the bass notes. Come into here, paste them in, move them down. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add a sidechain right now. Shoot, what was that compressor? Let's do a glue compressor. Yeah, we'll do a glue compressor for now. Sidechain. What's my kick at? That's something I should have probably checked earlier. I think it's peaking around here, so that's what, like 80? No, that's a 5. That's a 5. 50. I think that sounds about right. Right? Yeah. All right, let's try that. EQ, we'll do, no, nope, that's too high, around 50. And then we'll go with this, throw this into the kick. Sorry, no, actually, let's do a regular compressor. Throw this into the kick. Move this down. I like doing peak. It's just me though. Okay, let's lower attack and then let's lower the release just a little bit. Okay, So now that that's on there, I changed my mind. Let's instead do okay, yeah. Let's go back to Vital and then see how that one sounds instead. That's a little better. Let's turn it down. And we'll eventually turn it up. For now, let's solo this. Let's turn the volume up now so I can actually hear it. Oops, sorry. Okay, now we can go ahead and mess around with this. Let's go. I want to make these shorter. Actually, no. Let's make that. There we go. All right, that's not bad. For the sub. Okay, so let's reset that. And then what I want to do is copy this. And then instead, now we're going to get some crunch going. Let's mono this. Wait, hold on. Might as well EQ it now. Make sure it's set to mono. Cool. And then we're going to go ahead and add this one. Let's go an octave. Yeah. Second, I want to take these. There's like a, there we go. Short. I was like, I know there's a shortcut for it. But I do kind of like it being kind of longer. Hmm. Okay. I don't like how it's kind of, there we go. Let's make sure these ones all actually kind of click, because I know that when I was working on the chords, a feedback that I got was, on my last track, was that it sounds too robotic. And that's because there were no like slight human flaws, you know what I mean? Where like I didn't mess around with the velocity, I didn't mess around with like little tidbits of kind of little micro movements here where there's like some sort of delay to kind of make it simulate more of like a human playing it. But I think for the bass, we keep it nice and neat. I don't know how I feel about that. There we go, yeah. I think we could do a little bit more for it. Yeah, I think we gotta get a little bit more groove. This one's not gonna be easy for me. Let's see. Actually, I think we'll go. Oh, okay. don't know how to feel about this one. I think we go 32s here. And then do this. Yeah, I kind of like that. We could probably do one more, actually. Let's see how that sounds. There we go. And then I think we do... I think I'm going a little overboard with these, but... You know what, it's fine. We go one more. Maybe like that. There we go. Okay, there we go. So this one's fine. Let's save. I am curious to what it sounds like an octave higher. I like it. But let's move this down. I am curious to do, oops. Let's try this and see what it sounds like, right? I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Okay, so let's EQ these. Make sure these are EQ'd. Whoops. Okay. This is supposed to be like the mid-ish range. Yeah. Mm. I don't want to put roar on this thing. And then we'll do multi-band. Let's cut some of this out. Yeah, you know what? We'll just keep it like that. I didn't really like the mids or the highs anyway. So this looks like it's clipping right here. Let's change that. Or close to it at least. Let's turn this down a little more. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So we have the bass now. The drums. Ooh. Okay, one of my favorites. Let's do the arps next. Let's see. So for the arps, we're going to go ahead and do let's go with Vital. There's a couple arps that I really like in Vital. But also, yeah, snap, okay. Let's arm this so that I can hear what I'm... I like that one. There was another one that I was... I like that one. Let's do that one. But let's adjust this delay. Just gonna turn off the delay actually. No, we're gonna use this one actually. I changed my mind. Yep, I like that. Okay, so throw that on, bell. We're just gonna go ham on the ARPs, dude, like we usually do. Actually, first, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water and use the bathroom. One moment. Okay, we're back. All right, let's see. Kind of forgot where I was at. ARPs. Right. Honestly, I think sorry, I got distracted by my cat. My real cat. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Just gonna take these, paste them in. Actually, no. How do I want to do this? Let's do it this way. 16s? Should I go with 16s? That might be a little too fast. But I think these might be too slow. Yeah, no. We'll do the 16s. There we go. I don't really like it. Start from scratch. Mm. There we go. It's a little bit better, but I think this one still needs to be changed. There we go. That's the sound that I'm looking for. Okay. I do want to do like 2 portions of it. Like a send and return type of, or whatever it's called. Slight variation. Where are we at? I just need this portion now. Okay, and then we'll go here, here. Just do an octave up. There we go. That's much better. We're just gonna duplicate this over and let's hear it in context of the whole thing. I think we should turn this down though. Let's go ahead and EQ this. Actually, that still seems a bit loud. Let's turn it down. There we go. I'm gonna add some EQ here. Add some OTT. Yeah, I like that. Not bad. Add a little bit of reverb. Let's see. What else? Curious to. Okay. What's the whole thing sound like? Let's EQ this now. Get the sound design out of the way. Make sure it sounds exactly how I want it to. I'm curious, actually. It's automation, right? Okay. From here. Then you just go down, right? Right? Okay, you know what? Let's... Here to here. And then we just go down. There we go. Like that. Actually, let's move this to here. I'm gonna do a little bit more. There we go. Let's turn this back. What was this? Yeah, that's good. There we go. Okay, back to the reference track. Man, I could listen to this song all day. It's so good. One day I'll reach it. One day. Okay, so definitely want to and then actually automate this. Let's go for the bass. I don't want to fade this in. Okay. I'm getting a block. Actually, I'm more so just listening to my reference track and then getting super demotivated. Okay. Let's do the easy stuff, right? Let's do the easy stuff. Got to get some wins. Let's add some pads, right? Okay. Yeah, same. Maybe I could add some strings. I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool too. Let's throw on. Thinking. Well, let's go with. Wait, is this still E major? No, it's not, right? C. Why is this an E? What? What just happened? Okay, those are the melodies. Bells. Yeah, I don't know. The chords. Chords are fine. What the heck? That's weird. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. For pads. Whoops. Let's pick the sound first. See, there's some nice pads here. I kind of like these. It's a little too much. Ooh. That's a nice pluck. This is supposed to be a pad? Okay, hold on. I'd like to copy this down, please. Eh? Midi is Midi, right? Okay. There we go. Okay, this is obviously kind of crazy, but I really feel like there's some potential here. For some reason, this reminds me of the game. What's that game called? Against something. Oh man, I can't remember what it's called. It was actually. Wait, let me see if I can. If I don't complete this thought, it's gonna bother me. I have the game on Steam right now. Against the Storm, I think it's called. Yeah, Against the Storm. For whatever reason. These sounds totally remind me of it. It sounds weird. Yeah, it doesn't fit, but that's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Pads. Why won't you copy? Can I just copy you in? What's wrong? There we go. Chill. Okay. Definitely not what I'm looking for. Let's try that one. Let's just make sure the volume's good. Okay. Wait. Volume. That's a good level. I do want to edit the delay, as I feel like is a little too crazy. That's a. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's just try it and see. There's too much craziness going on. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to fix this. Let's just turn it off. There we go. Just had to fix the release. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Let's get it in context. Okay. Oh man. Okay, I gotta pick a different reference track. This is so demotivating. I just can't get the sounds that I want. Okay, so we're actually gonna stop here. Yeah, so we're gonna stop here. What we have right now is okay. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but that's all right. So this, let's listen back to what it sounds like. The ARPs are too loud. Yeah, so that's it. Why is the gain on here? Oh, I think I know why. Wait, no, that's fine. I feel like all right. Yeah, so that's what we have so far. Next time we're going to pretty much going to, you know what, let's okay, work on drums, because I definitely want to add some variation for the drums. So variation for drums. I definitely want to add this. For ear candy, hold on. Wait. Oh yeah, let's write that down. Ear candy, and then for variation, we'll do baseline variation. Then we'll do maybe a little bit of chord variation, and then melody. So like a secondary one. And then for ear candy, if I want to do reverse, what's it called? Crashes. Maybe leading into a snare. And then of course you got the sparklies. And then let's Let's listen to the reference track again. It got some little boops and beeps. Of course, vocal samples. Shaker. And the samples included, or that goes with the drums. Okay, so jamming out over here. It's such a good song. Okay, so cool. So for next time, I'm going to add a little bit of variation for the drums, bass line, chords, melody, pretty much all of it, right? And then for ear candy, I want to do like a reverse crash, maybe leading into like a snare or something like that. And of course, we have the sparkles, which is this one right here, one of my favorite kind of ear candies. Where is it? This one right here. That little thing. And then, yeah, I kind of want to do some vocal chop samples though, and a shaker, and then some other samples. Just maybe I'll just find some samples laying around. I don't know. But I definitely want to like put it in with the drums. Or it kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to explain in words, but basically it'll be like a kick snare pattern, and then kick, like some sort of percussion instead of the snare, but in like the percussion is actually like a vocal sample or something like that. So it's a lot of experimentation that I'm going to have to be doing. Anyway, that is where we'll leave off. So thank you so much for tuning in, and that's a wrap. Remember, folks, even in the darkest night, the light will bring us together. Come meet me there. All right. Take care. Stay blessed.